Hello, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome. Let me say hello. Turn down the music a little bit. Hey, Dave. Hey, Nady. Hey, Carol. Hey, Luana. Hey, Cool Gamer. Punksy. Chitty Chatty Meg. Hey, Leo Girl. Hey, Luana. Blue Petunias. Holy cow. So, we have something awful to talk about. This case is just horrific. I'm kind of starting to see it on YouTube a little bit more. I've been looking at it today. Yes, Tess sent it to me actually, I think last night, and I saw it this morning. And I wanted to cover it. She sent it to me. We assumed that it probably wasn't going to get a lot of coverage, but it seems like it is getting some coverage now. It's crazy because within 2 days, we have 2 universities where several kids are brutally murdered. It's absolutely horrific. Hey, Donna. Hey, Good Night Owl. I was gonna come on camera. I'm not looking the greatest, but I cut my hair, you guys. It's so freaking weird after you've had super long hair. I don't know, washing it, the whole everything weird. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up some stuff to show you guys. We're gonna flip through some pictures I took from Twitter. We're gonna look at an article. We're gonna watch a video. Trigger warning. This is horrific. We will see pictures of crime scenes that still have, remnants of blood and things like that. So I just cannot believe it. Oh, thank you, Luana. You're too sweet. Nah, I'm a little bit all over the place right now. So, oh, sure. My beautiful friend, I've missed you and good to see you. Thank you. I bought this for my mom and she didn't like the way it fit her, so I kept it. So, yeah, it's actually laundry day here. So, 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, so I had to send everything to my other Facebook. I'm going to pull that out. We're going to flip through some stuff. Yeah, Meg. So the University of Idaho and UVA, the University of Virginia, that was a shooting. I believe I just watched about it last night on Decipher. And then this was a stabbing. And I hope they found him too. Hey, Mallory. Good to see you. Okay. Wrong thing. I've been refreshing YouTube to check and see if the person was caught. Well, we'll go look at Twitter after we get through some of this, Ma, and see. I hope they find him too. They said that they don't believe the community's in danger anymore, which is really odd. But how they would know that. But there's a very interesting video. Okay, so there. Let me see. I'm going to actually, let me see, pull it up here, their names. I don't want to get them wrong because they have some unique names like Mogan and Xana. Hold on. University of So there was a video of them saying that Ethan was the one who did it, but law enforcement. So is that her boy? Because I saw some stuff too. We'll look at it. We will look at it. Listening while I hibernate under a pile of blankets. Hey, Gypsy, love you too, and love to you too. Hey, just Robbie. LDS names are. Look at these though. These. Okay, so. Oh, I see. Victims' parents frustrated by information. Oh, wait. Ethan was one of the kids. And is he getting blamed? He was one of 3 triplets. Ethan was one of 3 triplets. Oh, my God. That is horrible. The victims are Ethan, who was one of three triplets, Madison Mogan. That's her last name. I was reading it as if it was her first name. Xana Kernodle and Kaylee Goncalves. Their names are a little bit difficult, but these are like some of the photos I grabbed from Twitter. I just thought were interesting, and I wanted to show you guys. You can like still see blood on the side of the house. And how does one person fight four people? I don't understand that. I just do not understand that. No, that's okay, Robbie. Xana's boyfriend. Okay, thank you, Tess. Tess, do you want to, if you ever want to come up, because I'm just learning about it. You just sent it to me. We're going to research together. I have gathered some things. If it was a stabbing, how could it be a murder-suicide? They were in the community, so that's why his parents went on the news. Okay, very interesting. Hey, Lady V, good to see you. Hey, good night, Al. Hey, Chris. Okay, let me keep going into this. These are, like I said, photos from Twitter, from, the house or from where they were at. Let me go back to that. Then we have these. Okay, so I believe this is the first one, and then I have a second one. So here's a press release. On November 13th of 2022 at 11:58, Moscow Police Department officers responded to a call on King Road for an unconscious individual. Upon arrival, officers discovered 4 individuals who were deceased. The deaths have been ruled a homicide. Although no weapons have been located, based on preliminary information, investigators believe that an edged weapon, such as a knife, was used. Autopsies are scheduled to be completed later this week and will hopefully provide more definitive information on the exact cause of deaths. Also, based on information from the preliminary investigation, investigators believe this was an isolated, targeted attack, and there is no imminent threat to the community at large. Investigators are continuing to work diligently on establishing a timeline of relevant events to recreate the victims' activities on the evening of November 12th and early morning of November 13th, following all leads and identifying persons of interest. Currently, there are no suspects in custody. The Moscow Police Department is working closely with the state police and federal law enforcement. If you have any information, you call here's the number, 208-883-7054. Hey, Kelly, I don't understand how it was a call for an unconscious individual. It was very obvious. I know. That's what I was thinking, like in a stabbing. I read this. That's how I knew that they said no imminent threat. But I guess I didn't totally. I was rushing, like trying to gather information so we could get on here and talk about it all. And so here was just a post from, it's on Twitter. I think it's a Facebook post. It's a restaurant that the girls worked at. It is with a broken heart and deep sadness to share with you that we have lost 2 of our own here at Mad Greek. Xana and Maddie have been servers here for several years and brought so much joy to our restaurant and all of those they encountered. Maddie was the face behind our social media pages. With this incredible loss, we have shut down the process and grieve. Our deepest sympathies go to all of the friends and families of Xana, Maddie, Ethan, and Kaylee. We, as a team, offer our support to anyone in need at this time. Jackie and all of the Mad Greek family. You will be greatly missed. Thank you for being part of our family and team. Oh, my God. Until we meet again, love, the world's best boss. Whew, that is so sad. Hold on. I want to have that right there. Okay. Let me see. What beautiful kids, too. I mean, wow, what a loss. Hi, Angie. They are beautiful, Punksy. My God. They really, really are. So someone from the restaurant called? Wait, let's see. Tess is who asked me. Yes, and I have it, Humanimal. I'm about to pull it up. Tess is who asked me to cover it. And she was concerned that it wasn't going to have enough coverage, So I didn't start looking into it immediately because I had a live this morning, but I was looking into it during lunch and stuff like that. I was eating with my mom over there, and yeah. Okay, let's see. If I lived in the area, I would be terrified. I wouldn't care if they said there wasn't a threat. I know. It would be, Leo girl. All of the girls were gorgeous and the young man was handsome. Sounds like a group of fantastic kids. They absolutely were all beautiful. Hey, Johnny, it is so sad. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Oh, thank you, Dana. I have another case I covered this morning that needs attention so badly. I cannot believe it hasn't gotten attention. So it's a young man who's 21 years old and killed his pregnant girlfriend, killed their baby. And I was making sure I wasn't being listened to. And also his last girlfriend is still currently missing. 4 students killed and a missing boy. And we have Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell waiting for court in Idaho, too. Me too. Good night, Al. Oh, thank you, Izzy Pop. I appreciate that. Hey, and Xantor, good to see you. Oh, Ethan's parents asked for coverage so people know the truth. I can pull up that. I will pull up that article. Actually have it right here after we get through everything else because I want to watch the video because the girls were being followed, and it was caught on a live Twitch feed, which is crazy. My God. Okay, that is the wrong thing there. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Where is my other one? Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to pull up this right here. This is a different press release. The City of Moscow Police Department would like to address community concerns about public safety. We hear you and we understand your fears. We want you to know that we, like you, have been devastated and distressed by these young lives that were cut short needlessly. We determined early in the investigation that we do not believe there is an ongoing threat for community members. Evidence indicates this was a targeted attack. I wonder if that's that video. I threw my pen, y'all. At this time, we shared every piece of information we can without compromising the ongoing investigation. First and foremost, we continue to be steadfastly committed to ensuring the safety of our community. We want answers and deeply desire to see this case solved thoroughly and quickly to bring justice for Ethan, Madison, Kaylee, and their families. We owe it to them, their families, and this community to do all that we can do and do it well. We are working closely with Idaho State Police. Let's see. The incident highlighted that violence is possible in our own community and in every community. Until this case is completely resolved, we ask the community continue to be vigilant, alert, report suspicious activity, and help us to be the eyes and ears in our community. Okay. Then we have the video, but let me get to, what is this here? This is where they mention it. So they're talking about the video. Someone thinks it looks like Madison's boyfriend. Is that, wait, who did you say her boyfriend was, Tess? Was he one of them? Because I can't see his face and it doesn't say. Is that Ethan? Well, because I thought you said that. Well, actually, I think he is very much a suspect, should be interviewed immediately. Yes, I could be wrong too, but I watched that and he certainly didn't seem like her boyfriend. He looked like someone stalking his prey, and this video does. I'm going to show you guys. I just read that one of them is a triplet. That's Ethan. I just read that as well. Then we have someone left flowers outside of the apartment or outside of the home of the 4 university students. I was just grabbing like little things I could show you guys. Let's see what this one was. Okay, this is another rumor that was going around. There were a lot of rumors about fentanyl, but that is not the case. She says toxicology report will be done, but as of now, there's no indication substance use is part of these deaths. Trauma from stabbing is what caused the students to die. And that is a verified reporter in the area. So let's get to this article really fast that talks about the video where the girls were spotted on video at a food truck. This was like a Twitch stream. I have to stop sharing that. Here's an article from the New York Post. Oh, hey, Riddler, thank you. And hey, Delana, I hope I haven't missed anybody. Oh, sis, and MJ. Woofy, I almost called you MJ. I always do that now. Here we go. New York Post. There's the video there, but we're going to read the article first. So video shows mystery man. Look at this spinner. Idaho students with mystery man hours before murders. Newly surfaced video shows a mystery man lingering near 2 of the slain University of Idaho students hours before they were killed in what cops described as targeted murders. Madison Mogan and Kaylee Goncal, I cannot say her last name, appear to be captured in a Twitch live stream shot outside of a food truck in Moscow shortly before they were found fatally stabbed at an off-campus house on Sunday. Authorities said they are looking to speak with other people in the video, which shows a man walking with 2 women and hovering nearby as they chat with each other and check a cell phone. They're in the process of identifying the other people who were there and what sort of contact did they have. The food truck video posted to Twitter, reporter John Webb says shows 2 of the victims apparently waiting for late night eats on a crowded street. The grainy footage shows the unidentified man waiting a few foot away while the 2 women chat and check the phone. They start to walk off, you guys, and then he immediately, like, you can clearly tell he is following them. If 4 were stabbed, someone would have got away. That's what I was thinking. How hard would that be to 4 people? There had to be more than one attacker because someone would have had to gotten. It's absolutely insane unless they, like, the 4 of them were not all together and it was like a one at a time type thing, or you know what I mean? When they move to the other side of the truck, he follows them and stops next to them, but it's not clear if they speak with him at any point. The footage was shot just before they were stabbed to death in an off-campus house alongside Ethan and Xana. Their killer or killers were still on the loose Wednesday, although cops have said there was no imminent threat to the community. Thompson said he understood that statement could seem to contradict the little information so far released in the slayings. That is so blurry, cannot even see it. Obviously, there's no way police can say there's no risk, but what they're seeing indicates there's not a risk that this person will randomly attack people. I don't think they're going to foreclose the possibility that it could be 1 or more people, but right now they don't know who is responsible. They said it appeared to be targeted and done with a, quote, edged weapon, unquote, likely a knife that is yet to be located. Police are trying to piece together a timeline of the activities leading up to the killings. Hold on, let me get her first name again. It's not Maddie, it's Kaylee. Kaylee posted an Instagram message hours before her death with photos of her and her friends, including, Ethan, Mogan. Hold on. Ethan's last initial I want to put over here. I'm trying to keep organized, but it's hard. Their names are kind of odd names, so they're beautiful names. What a beautiful girl. And they just posted these before. Oh my God. Here is Madison Mogan on top and Kaylee on the bottom. So let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. That is Maddie on top and Kaylee on the bottom. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. They were so beautiful. You read they took an Uber home. That's interesting. Hey, Kimberly from Maine. Okay. One lucky girl to be surrounded by these people, she wrote. The 4 students were found dead Sunday afternoon in a bloody scene that law enforcement sources told the Daily Mail was, quote, the worst they've ever seen, unquote. Oh, my God. So law enforcement was interviewed by Daily Mail. Is this our video right here? Here it is. Okay, so watch this. This is at the food truck. The food truck was recording when they ordered. Hold on. That is so loud. I got to turn that down, y'all. Actually, I'm just going to mute that. We really don't need it. Okay, so there they are. And then look at him back here with the hat on. He takes his hat off, puts it on forward, and the hood over the head. Okay. Then he stands back behind them. Then when the last one goes to walk, look at him. He immediately starts walking. Unbelievable. This reminds me of a girl named Morgan that went missing around Charlottesville, Virginia at UVA. And a taxi driver was actually to blame, and he had actually killed a young girl named Madison at a concert years before. But she was caught on video on surveillance, and he was walking behind her just the same way, just completely creepy. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude, number 1. Hey, Lynn. Bet you dollars to donuts it was someone they knew. Well, I thought I had that up. Some people are saying it was a crime of passion, but that, take it with a grain of salt. It looks like the 2 girls were trying to lose him. Oh, so you think they saw him there? Let's watch it again. Oh, wait. So, yeah, they did. They were like walking with him right at the beginning. Okay. So they knew. Did they? They must. Uh-oh, you guys. Hold on just a second. Hold on one sec, you guys. I got to watch and make sure Bentley makes it to my mom's front door. Just 1 second. Okay, buddy. And make sure you shut the door all the way, okay? Seriously, do not leave it open like you do. My pineapple plant broke. Thank you guys for waiting, and thank you for being here. And I do apologize making you wait a second. Come on, buddy. Do you guys think, does it seem to you that I'm still here, I'm watching. As soon as he heard my door, I shut the door so I could talk to you guys. As soon as he heard it, he stopped dead in his tracks. Okay. Ow, I stubbed my toe really bad. It hurts. You guys, my whole entire Oh, my whole entire toenail fell off the other day because of stubbing my toe, and I just did it again. Oh, thank you, Tess. She thought it was an Uber, but it wasn't. At one point, Madison and the guy kind of point at each other. It's all so weird. Oh, thank you, Luana. Ow, that hurt so bad. You guys, jeez. In the longer video, it kind of looks like he's with them. In the beginning, it almost looks like it could be. When he realizes the man he was speaking to is at the truck counter, he moves fast to be unseen. The girls definitely do try to ditch him. They were in a group 4 against 1. How could that possibly, how? You know, that would be just so, I don't know. Hey there, Without Borders. Okay, let's start this video over one last time. Then I want to show you guys where the parents have done this article of Ethan. He's I don't know. But the way he puts his hood up like that, it's almost like he knows he's gonna do something wrong. Do you think he's trying to cover up from the camera? Do they know that it's live streaming? I have so many questions. So many questions. Y'all are going outside with me though, because I need a daggone cigarette. This is just, today has been a day, you know? I don't know. I'm a little bit annoyed, I gotta be honest. But, okay. Freaking about ripped my toe off my foot. Okay, you guys, let me see here. I want to see what you all think for a second. It's as if he knows the camera is there. It really is. Where do they point at each other? There is a video that's 5+ minutes. It shows them waiting for their food, and the guy waits with them the whole time. Okay, so let's try to find that really fast. Let me see. Stop sharing just for a moment. Let me do that. Well, first, I will read you what Ethan's parents have said. We'll look at that, and then we'll get the longer video. How about that? Slain University of Idaho victims' parents frustrated by lack of information from police. The parents of Ethan Chapin, a 20-year-old University of Idaho student killed in a quadruple homicide near campus over the weekend, say they are frustrated from lack of information. Now, this is so common because think about how we get really frustrated because we don't get all the info. They can't give it to the families either, not everything, because if they do, they still run the risk of ruining the investigation. You don't know if mom's going to tell Aunt Sally, who's going to tell Uncle Joe, who's going to talk to so-and-so fixing his car. And you know what I mean. Maybe he was their DD. They lived 1.5 miles away from the food truck. He doesn't get food. I don't know. We'll go look at it, though. It's on Gray Hughes' channel. Okay, we'll go right there right after this. Authorities in Moscow, Idaho have not announced any potential suspects. There is a lack of information from the University of Idaho and the local police, which only fuels false rumors and innuendo in the press and social media. Jim Chapin, the victim's father, said, "The silence further compounds our family's agony after our son's murder. For Ethan and his 3 dear friends slain in Moscow, Idaho, and all of our families, I urge us to speak the truth, share what they know, find the assailant, and protect the greater community." How sad. And knowing that Ethan is a triplet, can you imagine what they're going through right now? Chapin, who was one of 3 triplets, there we go, born on October 29th, that's my ex-boyfriend's birthday, 2002, who all attended the university, lit up every room he walked into, and was a kind, loyal, loving son, brother, cousin, and friend, his mother, Stacy, said in a statement. Words cannot express the heartache and devastation our family is experiencing. It breaks my heart to know we will never be able to hug or laugh with Ethan again, but it's also excruciating to think about the horrific way he was taken from us. Can you imagine? Thinking of your baby's last moments, going through something like this. Whew. Dean of Students Blaine Eccles said in a Tuesday notice to the school community that a great number of students have already left the campus early ahead of Thanksgiving break after the homicide. A candlelight vigil for the 4 victims was postponed until after the break. That's the front of the home. A lot of trash out there, my gosh. Eccles added that the students' deaths have had a profound impact on their families and friends. The school stands with them in their grief. They said there's no threat to the community. There's investigators leaving the home with boxes. Officers at the scene said investigators found blood inside the home on King Road where the incident took place, either late Saturday or early Sunday. Neighbors reported hearing noise from the house Saturday evening, but said it sounded like a party rather than an altercation. Moscow officers responded to reports of an unconscious person Sunday around noon and located the 4 deceased students upon arrival. Parties are frequently hosted at the many student houses on King Road, which was littered with empty alcohol boxes and other items. The victims are Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Kaylee Goncalves of, well, I'm not going to read all those because I didn't. So that is Ethan and Xana. They appear to be in a relationship based on their social media post. Ted Bundy killed in a similar fashion, and he acted alone. Yes, he did. And he actually also killed at a college. I know, Teresa. That's kind of crazy, huh? Unless they do have a suspect, but they're not putting it out publicly. If he waited until they were asleep, there you go. That's true. That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Okay. Beautiful girls. Madison Mogan and Kaylee. And Kaylee is on the right. Madison is on the left. The 4 victims' autopsies are scheduled to be completed later this week. Okay, so now I'm going to find that longer version of the footage. So hold on one sec. Ray Hughes, right? That's what you all said. Let me go grab it. I cannot believe this. Okay, camera footage, early morning hours. He has 20. Is it? Wow, it's 20 minutes worth of video? Or no, at the end. Yeah. Holy. Okay, let me just share my screen. And then, wow. Okay, that's a lot of footage. Yeah, the FBI is helping. State police are helping. And I'm guessing university police? Wait, that's them. Okay. Wait, let's rewind a little bit. I gotta see them walk in again. It looks like she was touching his back. Hold on. I'm going to slow that down, you all. I'm sorry, just one sec. I really want to see if they're together. It's hard to tell. Wrong thing. What am I doing? Let's do half, like 0.5. Okay. Her arm. Watch, her arm is up, then it's back down. Almost as if she, or was she just walking? She's on her phone, so I don't know, you guys. Here, let me put the speed back up. Unknown male, the girls seem to have arrived with. ABC and NBC is really on it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Aletta. A bigger medical examiner's office is handling the autopsies. Wait. What? Is that a different angle? Hold on one sec. Okay. The guy in the footage must have been identified by now, so if involved, he's likely running or hiding if no arrest yet. She isn't touching him. Okay, Colin. It's hard to tell. Oh, thank you, sis. Okay, wait a minute. I can't read chat and read that and watch. Madison Mogan. Kaylee. And then they stop and he stops with them. Okay, so is he with them? It totally looks like it. Wait. Now you can't see him on that angle. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to really watch this a couple times. He's totally standing there with them, it seems like. What do you guys think? He's following them. It's absolutely possible. That is what is weird to me. The way it's said, yeah, the unresponsive person. The Good Morning America. All right, let's watch it. Live in Dallas, Texas, because this is something that, well, he's their Uber driver? Possibly, but does your Uber driver usually like walk around with you? I don't know. Hold on one second. Okay, here's the Good Morning America segment. We will watch it. Just one second. I haven't actually watched any videos on this yet.
murder mystery in Idaho. 4 University of Idaho students were found dead in their off-campus apartment. It's now being investigated as a homicide. Kana Whitworth.
Okay, Lynn.
Good morning, Kana.
Hold on.
Yeah, George, good morning. So I spoke with the mayor in Moscow, Idaho last night. He described the crime scene as complex. He said Idaho State Patrol has now joined this investigation.
Yeah, complex, you would imagine that. But the other officers said it was the worst they've ever seen. Let me see what Leo Girl said. Because she was unresponsive. You know what? You could be right. Her work, she didn't show up to work and they weren't getting an answer. So they call the police and say that someone is there unresponsive. Huh. It's possible. Let me see. He's following them. Aiken Mill has all 4 cameras on one screen. Oh, okay. There's a video with just the coroner. She confirms a homicide and a sharp item. Here, let's listen to this.
And adding that they're bringing in their mobile processing lab to help solve this case.
This morning, a tight-knit community in northern Idaho reeling after 4 University of Idaho students were found dead in an apartment across the street.
Aw, I hadn't seen those pictures. Because they did think they were a couple, Xana and Ethan, and they're good at makeup. How pretty. Oh my goodness. Beautiful girls. So sad. This reminds me of another case that I'm covering of these 2 young kids in North Carolina. Lyric and Devin. If you guys don't know about it, they were killed by a 17-year-old, and we don't know the motive yet. But it's like, how could someone? I don't know. It just reminds me of that, because is it jealousy? Is it some? I don't know. But let's watch. It's weird because she has the boyfriend, and they're not there, but it's them that are being followed. That makes sense. It's almost like if a guy was obsessed with one of them and they just happen to be there.
It's shocking for everybody.
Which, let me say, I'm just speculating. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now.
Across the street from campus.
I think it's shocking for everybody.
Police are calling it a homicide. Authorities say the initial call for an unconscious person came in just before noon on Sunday. But Mayor Art Betke...
Okay, unconscious and unresponsive. That's, so I would say that work thing probably isn't it then. 2 different things.
Telling ABC News the crime happened hours before.
Given what the nature of the scene was, they've indicated that it was 3 or 4 in the morning when things happened.
Once officers arrived, they found a horrifying scene. 3 women and 1 man, all members of the Greek community on campus, were dead.
I just want to stop at their pictures for a second. I know people get frustrated about the pauses, but technically to use a video like this and discuss it with you all, we have to do that to be fair use.
Were dead. The foursome seen here in this photo posted by Kaylee Goncalves just hours before their deaths.
There isn't a person on campus who isn't affected by this. I mean, these are like really adored and loved people on our campus.
Ethan Chapin's brother telling ABC News in a statement, "We are triplets."
Oh my God. There's the triplets. Oh my, how sad. There's been a lot of interviews. I think we'll come back on later or tomorrow and watch some of the interviews if I can find them in full.
And it's hard to imagine life without him. Upon learning of their deaths, an alert was sent to students to shelter in place. It was lifted less than an hour later.
There's been no named suspect, but as this investigation continues, you believe that the students and residents of the city are safe right now.
Hi, buddy.
Right. Especially because given the very focused nature of what went on there, no other apartments nearby were involved, and in the ensuing 8 or 9 hours between the actuality of the crime and the call into the police, nothing happened. I think
so that is why they say that it's isolated, and because no other apartments were involved. And
is going to bear out the fact that this was a one-off crime that was committed and was very focused and doesn't involve other students or the public in general at all.
And the mayor went on to say that he thinks a suspect could be named in the coming days. He also said there in Moscow, the city and the university are incredibly
Suspect or suspects? Let me turn this on and we're going to re-listen to that.
intertwined. And the mayor went on to say that he thinks a suspect could be named in the
She says,
coming days. He also said there in Moscow, the suspect could be named in the coming days. And the mayor went on to say that he thinks a suspect could be
a suspect. Okay, I was trying to hear that, and I totally didn't hear the A part.
Named in the coming days. He also said there in Moscow, the city and the university are incredibly intertwined. And you guys, he described this crime as horrific, rare, and isolated.
My God, you all. And then here is one more Good Morning America video. Oh, here's the interview with the parents, you all.
Can you first just tell me how you guys
I'm going to play this for a second. I have to run inside and grab my phone.
are doing?
Hey,
That's
Lips.
a tough question.
It is a tough question.
Is this Ethan's parents?
It's not something you ever.
Oh, my God. Are these Ethan's parents? Yes. Okay. Be right back.
Expect to hear ever. Like the call we took from our kids who were there, and you just expect to outlive your kids. Honestly, I don't know. We're just trying to process it. It's not a call that you think that you're going to have to speak with a funeral home directors and the FBI and have it hit national news. And we're more concerned, Ethan was a triplet, and that's a big thing. There's a couple of things. Ethan was a triplet, and that's the most important thing for us because we have these other two kids that are very impacted by this.
Oh my God, you all. This is devastating. My Lord. We sentence a guy for a murder with no body after 35 years. That's crazy. Hey, Jules. Wow.
When they need to be lifted up and cared for. And I think the other thing that's important to us is the reason why we've agreed to do this is number one, you're local. And number two, it's important for us to get Ethan's story out. We don't really want anybody else representing him. And it's hard to have people speaking on his behalf. So we think it's best for us to do this.
And you did say, of course, that he was a triplet, and looking through the pictures, like you said, they seem to be always together. I mean, did they all go to high school and then college together also?
Elementary, high school, everything, college.
Did I spell his name wrong? Because I don't have a notebook over here, so I don't know. I just guessed. If so, I'll change it. I just wanted if someone comes in so they know what we're watching.
The same university. Yeah, I mean, everything. We travel, we play, we hike, everything we do is all of us together. I mean, we're a pretty tight family.
Aww.
Did you say that they were the ones that called you about this happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then are you guys all back together now?
We are.
Yeah, we're in our home in northern Idaho, our summer home. We're going to be here for a couple days just to regroup a little.
Yeah.
And can you just tell me a little bit about Ethan? I think I was told he was very athletic. I think he played basketball and tennis or basketball. Just tell me a little bit about his interest. What did Ethan like to do?
Anything.
He
You
played.
name it, he played it, literally. I think we just watched a thing from the university, spike ball champion, volleyball champion.
Aww.
I mean, right? I mean, he just literally would play and do anything.
His dad's face, both of their facial expressions are just.
He played club soccer for years. We traveled, all of our kids, our athletic, and we traveled every weekend, and we just
Lips, their son, and 3 other girls were found stabbed to death in University of Idaho off-campus housing. The night before last, middle of the night. So November 15th, early morning.
he was involved in anything. He just literally he was
Chapin. Okay.
We just love to play everything.
He did.
All
He
the
loves
sports.
sports. I mean, our love language with him was sports. Like I literally watched I
Thank
follow
you.
like NFL football so that I can literally have a conversation with Ethan, because I could
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you
send
for
him a
being
text
here.
message, and that was a I don't know, just everything. I don't know, that and country music. I mean,
Oh.
He's funny. He literally, we were trying to have a conversation really quickly about our favorite memory. We can't come up with one. I mean, he literally lit up every room, everybody.
I just heard that about another victim I spoke about this morning. Her grandpa was saying that. I mean, oh, it's sad.
He was friend to all.
Vexing.
He was an incredible human. I mean, one of a kind, popular. I mean, not that that matters, but I don't know. I think we believe that if you literally asked anybody in his life, anybody, they would tell you the same exact thing. I mean, I just got an email from his counselor at college, and he was just said, I loved that kid the minute I met him. He literally walked in my office last week, and it was just simply to say hi. He had a huge smile. The whole, the feeling inside of the office changed just because he walked in. He always had something funny to say. That's been something we've talked a lot about. I mean, he was definitely the comedian of the 3 kids. He kept us all. I mean, we have the funniest videos of him.
He's the kind of kid that everybody wanted to be around. You know, he was just a good kid.
He's a good kid.
That
kind to all.
Didn't deserve what happened.
No.
And wasn't he going to school to study? It was something to do with sports, wasn't it?
Sports management, I think. I don't know the technical title.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, we told him he should go be a teacher and a coach. I mean, he was incredible the way he worked with kids, and he refereed youth basketball on the weekends in Mount
Oh
Vernon.
my God.
I don't know. He just,
you know what?
Touched a lot of people. I mean,
you think about your kids going off to college, and you might worry about him getting drunk, or because my son is almost 14 and I'm already thinking about it. I hope he stays home and does college. But you don't think about your kid as this awesome kid who's into sports and referees children's basketball on the weekends. That's a volunteer position, and how awesome to do that. And you don't expect that kid to be the one to, you can expect it if your kids are into drugs and partying and hanging out at trap houses and that kind of thing. But when you have your kid on this path of this young man was, it's, I just can't imagine. It just so blindsided. Not that you wouldn't be regardless, but
the amount of support that we've seen so far has been incredible.
Oh. Hey, sweet sativa.
Right? Our neighbors, everybody. It's incredible. I mean, we have messages from people that just are like, I knew him, and he was incredible. Our daughter knew him, and all she talked about was how great he was. I mean, it's a huge loss. We were at Parents Weekend last weekend with them, and Jim and I left that weekend. And as we pulled out of Moscow, we literally were like, we've done it. We've literally done it as parents. We've created 3 incredible humans that will go on and have something great to offer to this world. Honestly, all 3 of them. We literally had a conversation that we will no longer have to worry about these kids because we did it.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, people can support you guys right
Oh,
now.
me too,
It's an
vexing.
interesting situation because in all of your hardships in life, whatever you're going through, there's always like an outcome, like you get through it, right? Like, I don't know, whatever it is. This is something you wake up and you realize it's never going to go away, and it's very different. It's a very different. 2 a.m. is a dark hour. I can tell you that. We're all.
And I guess just during this time, like I said, you guys seem very tight knit. Are you just like, what's going forward look like for you? I know that's a hard question right now, but I know it seems like you guys are really there supporting each other through this.
I think one of the first things that, like, when we got Maisie and Hunter, one of the first things, that came to me is that our life has literally taken a left turn, and I don't know how that's gonna affect us, but we will not let this sink us or sink our kids, because if anything, they have to go on and
Yes, you
shine
did.
Ethan's bright light on their own.
I think that's all the questions I have right now, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to add.
Kids, do you want us? Our kids are here watching. Do you guys have anything you want to add? Hunter, Maisie?
Oh my God.
He was their number 1, and that's going to be a hard.
Oh
for
my
both of our
God.
kids.
Whew.
Both Maisie and Hunter. I mean, he was
Whew.
he was kind of each of their number 1. So it's going to be hard just for the 3 of them without him now that they're 2.
Gotta get my daily cry.
2, and it's going to be hard for the 2 kids to figure out how to live life when you've spent 20 years as 3, and now they have to figure out how to be 2 and carry,
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's terrible. It's important for us. I mean, the reason we've agreed
It's
to
possible,
do this is there's some
Lips.
misinformation out there, and that's been hard for us. And that's why we, as a family, talked about it and agreed to do this, because the things that are being said are 100% not true. There's not drugs involved. There's not some weird love triangle. Ethan stayed the night at his girlfriend's house, who was one of 5 girls who lived in the home.
Oh my God.
And it's just important that
I didn't know
people
that.
let the criminal part of it try to work itself out, and that
Hey, LFT.
these all of the kids were just really good.
Oh,
great
Teresa.
kids.
It's sad.
So, I mean, the light of the school, I mean, everybody knew them.
One of them, I believe, was his girlfriend was also killed. Is that correct?
Yes, Xana.
Yeah, they do, Lips.
Yeah, they were in the same room.
And I think that's all the questions I have, but I really do appreciate you guys sharing more about Ethan so we can understand more about him and share more about him with, Western Washington and the community.
Okay. So now I'm going to pull up Twitter, and we're going to go through a few things over there, because that is, as a case is unfolding like this, it's a really good place to get a lot of information, pictures. That's where I found the video. I think this is where she says Ethan and Xana were in the same room. Did she say that? I missed it completely. You're right, Gregory. So imagine if your baby went to spend the night at his girlfriend's and something like that happened. Hang on, you guys. Bentley has my other phone and it keeps getting sales calls and interrupting him. They were in the same bed, Ethan and Santa in the same room. This wholesome family does not deserve the social media BS. Sounds like one of the share house students came home to find them all. Imagine she'd never feel right. It could have been her too. Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, this is just awful. I used to live on campus at several colleges and, well, at two, but I lived at Salem International University my first year away to college, and then my second year away to college, like living on campus, was at Glenville State. Lori Vallow has once again been found competent for trial. Are you friggin' kidding me? Woo! Hallelujah, honey. Oh, that's news. Look, you guys, I just opened Twitter, and that is the first thing I saw. Thank God. There it is. Lori Vallow has once again been found competent to stand trial. Thank God, because in the state of Idaho, they do not move forward. If you're not competent, you stay in the hospital till you are, period. You have to understand what you're being charged with. Universe. I'd like to see Nate Eaton cover this. Matter of fact, let's see. Wait, they will hold a press conference at 3:30. Hold on one second, you guys. So like in 40 minutes. Okay, so does that mean 5:30 Eastern? Because I have to go give Bentley's dad a ride, and then I could come back and we could watch it. Is that right? 3:30 p.m. would be 5:30. Kelly or Teresa, were you guys planning on doing it? If so, I'll watch there, but if not, I might stream it. Can't remember where, but I remember a college student took out, I think, he got insanity. Oh my God. Let's see. Yep, I'll schedule it then. Right now. Hold on. Let me do that really fast. Unless Kelly, I'm going to wait just a minute before I press send. I wasn't planning to stream. I'd love to watch here. Okay, awesome. Well, then that's what we'll do. Let me, yay. I'd like to watch it with you guys as well. I'm going to post it now. And then I guess you guys, instead of going through Twitter, I'll let you guys go do that so I can be back here at 5:30 and we can watch together. I wonder what we're going to find out. You know, I wonder how much information they're going to give away, especially the parents are demanding more information. Okay, I love you guys so much. I will see you at 5:30. I hope you guys have a good next little bit, or you know what I mean. Good night if you don't come back, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Oh, thank you, Tess, so much. Bye. I do too, Patty. I was talking about that as well. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you in a few.